Welcome to our today's video, Stock Trading Challenges, where we show you a new way of trading momentum on stock price moves. My name is Thomas Barman, I'm your presenter today, and I want to make you aware of the risk in trading and that I'm here as a trader and educator, not as a broker, dealer or financial advisor. For more than 10 years, the stock market's been in a continuous uptrend. And with that buy and hold and trading with the trend, that you can make your friend was an easy thing to do. But is it going to continue like that? Yes, some say the Dow is going to go to 40,000. Might be possible and we will be part of this. However, we developed a concept where you can trade the momentum rather than the trend, meaning you can trade, if a trend develops, you trade a couple of times in the trend, always for smaller increments. If no trend develops, you just take the individual momentum moves and you carry them out. Our momentum trading strategy is two-dimensional. First, we let our algorithms decide for the price distance to trade for. Second, we apply our knowledge about risk limiting trading strategy. What does it mean? So that even if the stock gaps, overnight drawdowns cannot produce a higher than you have anticipated risk. We call our trading strategy timeless trading because we take time out of the cohesion. And with that strategy, we simplify your life as a trader. In particular here today, what I show you is going to be swing trading. It works for day trading too, but we'll have that in a separate presentation. So we let the chart tell when to buy or sell, and that's the one dimension. There will be a price threshold, and I show you examples. If that is surpassed, then you will act, and you'll act for a certain price distance. If that is accomplished, you leave the trade to the upside or to the downside. The price meets at the equilibrium where supply and demand meet. So here, for example, I have an example at a current stock price of 100. There's additional demand, or there is shortage on supplies. That's how you can say it too. And so therefore, most probably then supply and demand move up here to 110. And this is the price distance we put into our algorithms where we define how far will the price move most likely going to be from a certain entry point, and this is where you exit. Definitely we also define a stop where you will exit the trade then with a loss. Let us jointly go through the conditions of the never loss trading timeless concept here. First of all, price move increments are the deciding factor, not time. Usually we trade daily charts, weekly charts, 10-minute charts, but that's not the case here. All decision-making dimensions are specified at once. There's usually 5 dimensions and I'll refer to them. They're all specified at once, making your life as a swing trader easy because you have an entry condition that you can have fulfilled by a buy stop or a sell stop order, so you don't need to be in front of your computer. You have an exit condition when the target is reached, and the target will be spelled out with the concept clear cut at the opening. You have a stop condition. There will be a red bar on the chart telling you, okay, this is where my trade comes to a stop. And there's always a risk management applied, where risk and reward are in a meaningful balance for each of those trades, because else the opportunity will not be painted. And also we know time, for how long we want to stay in the trade, because we show you for some option trades you need to decide for how much time to expiration you buy, and the system will spell it out for you, because the option conditions can be cumbersome and complicated, but we'll simplify them for you. We tell you which strike price, which time to expiration, which maximum price to pay. So that's a very, very, very strong statement, because this is where option traders often struggle. They pay too much for an option and will be system defined through our algorithm, knowing at any point what will be the maximum price we pay. And if the price for the option is higher, we either find an option combination or we just don't do the trade. We don't have to do the trade if it evolves, if the conditions are not perfect for us. That's the big thing for a trader. We not trade to trade, we trade when the conditions are perfect. And I can tell you one thing, we have more opportunities than money as private investors. That's the beauty to it. The key imperative to all our actions is risk limiting them. Identify the opportunity, evaluate it, limit the risk. As traders, we control the risk we take if we use the appropriate strategy. And that's what we teach in our mentorships. Risk management is the future of making you the trader that you want to be or making you fail. And we want you to be a successful trader. When we bring option trading into the game, we have multiple dimensions what we need to decide for. Yeah, first of all, direction. Yeah, so that's what the system will provide, and I show you examples. How much time for controlling the underlying are we going to buy? What price do we pay at max, and what strike price do we buy at, and where do we exit? Positive at target or negative if the trade didn't work out as we anticipated. All of this will be answered in just one call at any of our Never Lose Trading timeless charts. Before we dive into the actual example, let us go how to risk limit opportunities. Here, if we are buying puts and calls, we limit the risk to the premium paid. If we are trading stocks, we do that in combination with an option, always limiting the risk. And the concept will give us a clear-cut feedback if the option price is reasonable or overpriced. Then we will also always know what price move to trade for, where is our exit, not time is the deciding factor. We know the strike price to choose because we worked out a concept where that's always going to be clear of what strike price you choose and what's the minimum time to expiration you'll have, because we want to be in a trade between 1 and 4 days from the get-go when a trade is confirmed. So here's a first chart example. What you see here is Apple. And there's multiple trade situations here on the chart, and I'll go through briefly with you, and then we add up what the system can bring as a result for you. The charts show 7 trade situations. Yeah? So you see here we numbered them, situation 1 through 7. They're always characterized that you see a buy or sell threshold. What does it mean? Here's, for example, sell 130.53. If the price in the next candle drops below, we have a validated trade, and there at the rim of that dot you have your exit candle. Yeah, so that would be fulfilled in this one. Yeah, the same here on situation 1, buy 136.20, that was fulfilled in the next candle, and we carried the trade out. The target will be behind that number 5 characterized here, and so that was where the target was reached. And then we are again in the trade, and you see, for example, we entered here at the morning session of that Friday and then carried out the trade into the next Monday. This is how swing trading works with this concept. We teach other concepts, but at the moment where we are in directional ambiguity, that concept is a strong producer here as a swing trading concept, but surely also as a day trading concept. Trading for consecutive price moves at instances where we have a strong setup leading to a buy or to a sell signal. And if you trade it with options, it's very simple to enter in it, and you basically can do this from any account, IRA account or margin account, because we're just buying puts and calls. Very simplified. If you trade the underlying stock, then you'll need to see some of those are day trades, but very minimal. Yeah, so usually the trades carried out into the next day or into the next 3 days, because we are averaging the trade between 1 and 4 days with the concept. And let us look at the results that were achieved here in those situations. We had 5 winning situations, made about 60% return at each. We had 2 losses where we risked the same of the premium that we paid, but that means achievable here in about 30 days was 180% return on the investment. That's substantial, and that with clear-cut following rules that you can execute while you're not even in front of your computer, because you let the chart tell when to buy or sell. You work with conditional orders, and the entry prices, everything is clear and defined by your system. The next example here shows SPY, the ETF of the S&P 500, and we have mapped out again 7 trade situations while one is still open. Yeah, it's not closed, and we go through them the same way. Yeah? So you see here sell 377.65. So if you do that, you're in the trade, and here will be your order exit, because you'll define a sell threshold. If you buy a put here, you'll be getting out here with that order at that point in time, and we'll teach you how that all can be executed from the convenience of your home while you're not even in front of your computer. Yeah, so you see here that one came through and fulfilled the next day. So then we had the order here coming in, fulfilled the next day. That's a concept of swing trading for consecutive price moves, where the chart always is telling when to buy and sell. You know the entries, you know how much you pay, you know the time to expiration you're going to purchase, and then you just let your system tell when to buy or sell entry and exit. Will there be losses too? Absolutely. That's part of the game. We are high probability. Here in that situation we had 5 winning times 60%, as I showed you, 1 loss. That would be a 240% return on the investment that you took in 30 days. And we show you even more in our mentorships. That's just one dimension that we teach, but it's a very interesting one for the market as it is now. When I talk about more dimensions of teaching and learning, when we work together, we show you the price move indication, as I showed you here, where price increment was the deciding factor, but there's also time-based strategies that we follow, how to risk limit your trades, how to find them, yeah, so which underlyings are up for a move. That's very important. How to repair trades. That gave us our name, never stop loss trading, but that was a little lengthy, so never loss trading. Yeah, we do money management, how much to invest in each opportunity, how often to trade, how to move things forward, put that all together with you in a business plan that you know when to trade, how often to trade, and what return to be expected. And we work with you for every account from 401k, IRA to the margin account, so that you have an appropriate strategy for each and every one of them, being the trader and investor that you want to be, achieving constant returns from the financial markets. To see how our system works live and how these situations can be painted for individual and different stocks, or even you can work with futures, that absolutely works too. I just limited the time here of the presentation. Get in contact with us. Best write us an email, contact@neverlosstrading.com, subject consulting hour, and we are happy to getting together with you, showing what the system can do and map out a plan of how you can strive for trading for consecutive price moves, where the chart's gonna tell when to buy or sell. We are looking forward to hearing back from you. Thank you very much for your attention.